65 LPA. When people hear this number, the first thing they think is, guys, बंदे ने बहुत ज़्यादा coding की होगी, or maybe उसकी किस्मत बहुत अच्छी थी. But honestly, neither of those things is completely true. The biggest reason I was able to crack 65 LPA job wasn't luck. It was having a clear system. In this video, I'm going to share the exact roadmap that helped me got there. No fake motivation, no unrealistic study schedules, just practical things that actually worked. Let's start with the most important thing, DSA. Most students make one huge mistake. They solve questions randomly. One day arrays, next day DP, then graph, then back to strings. I did that too initially, and honestly, it didn't work. What helped me was topic-wise preparation. Started with arrays, strings, then linked list, stack and queues, then moved to trees, heaps, binary search, and finally to graphs and DP. But the real secret wasn't solving hundreds of questions. The real secret was understanding patterns. Because interviews rarely ask the exact question. They test whether you recognize the underlying pattern or not. Next comes the CS fundamentals. A lot of people focus on coding, but interview are not just about coding. The interviewers want to know whether you understand how software actually works. So I spent time on operating system, DBMS, computer networks, and OOPS. You don't need to be an expert. Concepts like process versus thread, indexing, TCP versus UDP, and OOP principles should be very clear. Trust me, these questions come up more often than people think. Now let's talk about projects. Projects were probably the biggest differentiator on my resume. Most resumes have the same projects. Calculator, to-do app, weather app, nothing wrong with them. But don't make you stand out. So I focus on projects that look closer to a real product. Things that use APIs, databases, authentication caching, and like proper backend architecture. The goal wasn't to build something huge. The goal was to be able to explain every decision I made. Like I did this, then why did I do this? And why not choosing any other method? Okay. So because during interviews, your ability to explain your project matters more than the project itself. Next comes the resume part. And honestly, most people overcomplicate this. A good resume is simple. One page, clean formatting, no fancy colors, no unnecessary graphics. Every bullet point should show impact. Instead of writing, created a backend service, right? Built a backend service in Go and PostgreSQL that reduce response time by 40%. Something like that. You're seeing the difference, right? What I want to tell. One sounds like a task. The other sounds like an achievement. So you should take care of that. Interview preparation is very different from coding preparation. Many people can solve questions at home, but freeze during interviews. That's why mock interviews are so important. I practice explaining my thought process, talking through edge cases, discussing trade-offs, and communicating clearly. Remember, interviews are not only evaluating your code, they're evaluating how you think. Okay? That's the thing that matters. Mistakes I have done. Now let's talk about mistakes. Because these mistakes cost me a lot of time, the first mistake was random preparation. Second mistake was not revising enough. The third mistake was dealing resume preparation, and the fourth was avoiding mock interviews. If I could go back and change one thing, I would focus much more on revision. Because solving a question once is not enough. You need to remember the pattern when it matters. Okay? If I had to start again from scratch, this is the roadmap I would follow. Month 1 and 2, programming fundamentals and DSA basics. Month 3 and 4, advanced DSA and strong projects. Month 5 and 6, resume building, mock interviews, revision. And if you are preparing for any specific company, then it's company specific preparation. Remember, the most important thing is consistency. Not studying 12 hours one day and then doing nothing for next 3 days. Even 2 or 3 focus hours daily can create huge results over time. And finally, the formula that worked for me is this: direction, consistency, execution. Direction means knowing what to study. Consistency means showing up every day. Execution means actually building projects, revising concepts, and taking interviews seriously. That's it. There's no secret roadmap, no shortcut, just a simple system followed consistently. If you're currently preparing for placements or software engineer roles, start building a system today, and trust me, the results will come. Okay, so if you found this video interesting, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Okay, and comment below if you have any questions regarding DSA projects, resume, or anything. Okay, thank you.